Hey guys, it's Russell back, and on today's video, we're going to be continuing our Amazon Soap Fest. I'm going to be testing and reviewing Pro G48P shampoo and wax. I don't know anything about this shampoo, and you've probably heard me say that a lot, but these are kind of obscure as far as I'm concerned. Car soaps. Reads pretty much like most of the other labels. It's pH balanced, it's biodegradable, it enhances gloss, it protects and shines, blah, blah, blah. We're going to be using 2 ounces of the G48P in our MTM submachine gun style foamer. We'll be using 10 ounces of warm water in that as our concentrated mixture. Then we'll be switching to our bucket test where we'll be using 3 ounces of the G48P in 3 gallons of water to test how it operates in a hand wash. I have high hopes for this. Who doesn't like a dark purple soap? Come on. Everybody knows you want this to be a 10. I'm still waiting for that perfect 10 soap. If you've heard me any of my other reviews before, you know that the best soap I've ever used is Adam's Old Red formula. That is probably as close to a 10 as I think I've ever used. I would say it's probably 9.5. I'm looking for that perfect 10. I know it's out there somewhere and I can't wait to get my hands on it because you guys are gonna know it first. Anyway, it's about 74 degrees outside. It's, what is this today? January the 17th. Weird weather, but you know what? We're gonna take advantage of it. The rain's coming, so I've got to do this fast, so I need to stop talking. Let's go outside and see what the G48P can do. Yeah, this is pretty dirty. This car hasn't been done in probably about 2 weeks. Got a lot of bug guts on the front. All right, so we've got 2 ounces of our shampoo and 10 ounces of warm water. Let's see how this foams. Okay, so initially the foam comes out very weak, very runny. However, as you can see, the cell structure right here is extremely tight. It's very fine. I'm not really denoting any type of lubrication in this at all. And it's pretty runny. Although once the foam actually settles on the car, it seems to, especially on the hood, it seems to kind of hold its own against that. So all right, so I'm going to let this sit here for approximately 6 minutes. We'll come back and see how much of the shampoo is left on the car. 6 minutes later, and we have, I'm going to say, probably 50% coverage left on the hood, windshield, and top. and about 40% on the side. I forgot to mention that it is almost 73 degrees out here, being January 17th when I'm shooting this. This is really weird weather. But you can see where it has dried already, but it hasn't left any residue, which is a good sign. So let's go ahead and rinse this off and see if it removed all the non-bonded contaminants. Alright, so it appears as though the car shampoo did a fairly nice job on the bug guts that were on the front and some of the other non-bonded contaminants. There still does, you can still see some water beading here from the McGuire's Express Wax that I put on here several weeks ago. This car does not have any Adams paint sealant on it like my car does. I will going to be doing a buffing video on this car because there is a lot of swirls and scratches in there just from the way that it's been washed the past year. But we'll take care of that in due time. But it did not, doesn't look like it removed any of the Express Wax, and that is far, far weaker than the Adams paint sealant that's on my car. So, all right, let me go ahead and get the bucket set up and we'll see what kind of foamage we get in the hand wash. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do the bucket portion here of our Pro G-48-P. This is very interesting. If you're into visual aesthetics, this is an extremely purple, very, I'd say this is mildly viscous car soap. And you can see the soap, actually the ribbons of it, sitting on the bottom of the bucket here. Now, as far as scent, this has a very, very strong, I gotta say, solvent scent, which is very unusual for a car soap. But you would think that it smells like grapes, and maybe they tried to get the grape scent, but it's more of a solvent smell. There is a tiny bit of lubrication in the water just from what was in the shot glass. So let me go ahead and get the pressure washer. Let's agitate this and see what kind of foamage we get. Okay, so there's a very large cell structure in the bucket as you agitate it. There are a few medium bubbles here, but overall they're fairly large. And ironically, I don't feel any more lubrication in the water after I mix this up than I did before with the shot glass. I'm just not feeling it. All right, so let me go ahead and get everything set up to do the hand wash, and we'll see how it performs with our 4-mitt hand wash. Okay, so I'm going to take our hand wash portion of the test here, and we'll start with 4 mitts and see how it goes. Alright guys, so I'm going to give you my thoughts about the Pro G40P shampoo and wax. I think as a foam and as a hand wash, it is going to get about a 5. It's just average. There's very little lubrication in the water when you mix the shampoo. However, it did, it cleaned adequately, which is what a car soap should do. And it doesn't foam, doesn't have properties in the foam that are particularly outstanding. It's basically just pretty much average. It's really weird. When I was washing the car by hand, it showed that same chemical type smell that I think they were going for a grape scent, but it ended up being some weird, it's not offensive or anything. And I don't think there's anything wrong with the shampoo. It's just that it smells very weird, and you can definitely smell it when you're washing the car, at least in a hand wash. So that's going to be my rating. It's going to be a 5 on the foam and a 5 on the hand wash portion. And it's being generous. I think it's just an average. It's an average car soap. So if you would like to try the car soap yourself and see if it may work better for you than it does for me, then I'm going to put a link in the description box below on Amazon to where I bought it, and you can give it a try. If you do like this car wash, or you try it and like it or don't like it or whatever, leave me a comment and some discussion about it, and we'll see what some other people come up with. But guys, it's about to rain. As you can tell, it's getting a little dark out here. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this video short, and I will see you guys on the next video.